Hello, this is Cassidy Ellis, Local Government Program Manager for SPEAR, the South Central Partnership for Energy Efficiency as a Resource. This recording concerns local government energy reporting requirements for public entities in the state of Texas. Local government energy reporting requirements are established by the Texas Health and Safety Code, Section 388.005. They apply to political subdivisions, including cities, counties, water districts, and other local government entities in 41 non-attainment or nearing non-attainment counties in Texas. The requirement of the code is for these public entities to establish a goal to reduce electricity consumption by at least 5% annually and submit a report to the State Energy Conservation Office updating on progress towards achieving that annual reduction goal. Local government energy reporting was established in the 77th legislative session in 2001 and reauthorized in the 86th legislative session in 2019. The reporting requirements are designed to reduce air emissions associated with consumption of electricity in counties in non-attainment or nearing non-attainment with the Clean Air Act. Tracking electricity consumption and establishing an energy reduction goal is also a great way for public entities to better manage their assets and identify money savings opportunities. What is reported? Entities are asked to report electricity consumption for buildings, traffic lighting, street lighting, water pump facilities, wastewater facilities, as well as a total annual consumption number. Units of each one of these use categories are also provided in the form, including building gross square footage, numbers of traffic lights, numbers of streetlights owned by the city or public entity, and numbers of customers served by water systems and wastewater systems. The form also asks the entity to identify specific energy conservation efforts in place in the city, as well as a summary of current and planned progress towards the 5% annual reduction goal. This year, there is an optional portion of the form where an entity may provide details on consumption of natural gas and water. The reason for adding this optional consumption portion of the form is for entities to have a full view into their overall resource consumption profile so that they can better benchmark performance to peers. If your local government has not achieved a 5% electricity consumption, you may apply for an exemption by providing justification that you have reviewed all available options for reducing electric consumption, determined that no additional measures are cost-effective, and that you have already implemented all available cost-effective measures. You may email documentation of this justification to the Local Government Energy Reporting Manager at SECO. This year, SECO has introduced an online reporting form that may be accessed through the SECO website. Let's check it out. The SECO Local Government Energy Reporting website provides details on the background of the legislation and statute, as well as information on who is required to report. Once you are ready to complete your report, click on the link on the website here. It is encouraged that you download a blank copy of the reporting form prior to sitting down to complete your final report, as you may not save partially completed forms on the website. The first section of the Local Government Energy Reporting form asks the entity to provide details on what type of entity they are and a good point of contact for ongoing outreach related to local government energy reporting. Section 2 is where the entity identifies whether or not they have established a 5% annual reduction goal. If you have not established an annual reduction goal, please select no, but continue to complete the rest of the form. In Section 3, you identify the reporting period for which the data you provide applies. The intent of the legislation is to provide the data on the state fiscal year, which begins on September 1st and ends the following August 31st. But you may opt to provide data for an alternative 12-month period as long as you provide a start and end date on the reporting form here. In Section 4, you provide details of your electricity consumption as discussed previously, as well as numbers of units of each use category your entity controls. You also provide a total electricity consumption number. Sections 5 and 6 cover natural gas and water consumption data, and it is important to note that you must provide the unit of your natural gas numbers, which should be provided on your natural gas bill provided by your utility. In Section 7, you identify specific energy conservation measures or resources that you have implemented, you plan to implement, or you have already completed. If something is not applicable to the assets in your public entity, please select not applicable. It's important to note that there are a number of resources available to support local government energy management. Third-party resources are available, as well as a number of free resources available from the State Energy Conservation Office. If you are interested in learning more about SECO's free local government energy resources, you may contact SECO directly or me at the contact information provided at the end of this recording. Section 8 is a narrative description of your progress towards achieving your goal. This is also the section where you might provide details if you have not already established a 5% annual reduction goal. Section 9 is where you indicate that your entity intends to apply for an exemption and where you can find the email address for providing the documentation of that exemption request. As mentioned, there are key dates for reporting. The intent of the reporting is to be reported on the state fiscal year, which begins on September 1st and ends the following August 31st. So the most recent state fiscal year ended on August 31st, 2019. And the report is due on November 1st of that year. So the next report is due on November 1st of 2019. There are many resources available to support local government energy reporting efforts. The Local Government Energy Reporting Manager at the State Energy Conservation Office. If you are in North Texas, the North Central Council of Governments offers a wealth of resources through their Energy Management Efficiency and Renewable Energy Program. And the program that I run at SPEAR, the City Efficiency Leadership Council, offers one-on-one training and education, in-person roundtable meetings, webinar training, and assistance with portfolio baselining and benchmarking to support your energy management goals. The City Efficiency Leadership Council is a great way to share and learn more about energy management opportunities in Texas and network with peers. If you are interested in becoming more involved with the City Efficiency Leadership Council or have any questions about the information provided today, please contact me directly at the information on the screen. Thank you very much for listening to this recording.